this one. I will be making this one today. Hi, my name is Alex and welcome to the Crochet Circle. In today's video I am gonna show you how to make this beautiful rose, but first let's clear everything from my desk where you will see what I needed to create this rose. So first yarn, I'm using some green for the leaves and to wrap around the stem. So this is cotton yarn. Now I was a bit surprised because the other week I did buy some new yarn and look at these colors and look how shiny they are, and that's actually acrylic yarn. So for the rose bloom I'm gonna be using some acrylic yarn. Let's put this aside for a 3mm crochet hook. Now what you will also need, of course, scissors. These are my little helpers for when I'm gonna need to kind of clip something together. For the leaves, wire. Now this is a 0.3mm wire that you kind of just have to work in so it kind of holds its position, and then of course pliers to bend and to cut. This is a flower stem wire again, and some buds that I put on top. Now if you don't have this, you can just use some beads that are put on top of wire and then held together. For the help of the assembly, I'm just using some scrap thread that I have here, some glue just to help at the end, and some hot glue. Now be very cautious when using the hot glue because I did burn some of my fingers, so yeah, be very cautious when using the hot glue. And this is the rose that I'm gonna be making. Now I was thinking of doing it in 2 parts, but everything's gonna be in 1 part, so it's gonna be a bit longer, but don't worry, I have all the timestamps down here on the bottom below, and up here on the top left corner you're gonna have the patterns for each of the petals of the rose. What else? I'm gonna show you just how to make 1 inner, 1 middle and 1 outer petal and 1 of the leaves. I'm also gonna show you how to make this little crown at the bottom. The rest of the things you will do in your own free time, so just pause it and then come back to the video when you've done 3 of the inner, 3 of the middle and 5 of the outer petals. Oh, and 3 of the leaves for this crochet rose. Now I think I said enough. I was long enough already, so let's just get starting with the most inner petals for the crocheted rose. So let's begin now with the most inner circle. Don't forget, you need to make 3 of the inner petals. I already did 2, so I'm gonna just show you how to make the last one, well, the first one for you. Magic ring, that means yarn twice around my thumb. I go under both loops with my crochet hook, grab the working yarn and do a chain 1. Now this does not count as a stitch, this is just to kind of hold the things in position. Now the first row calls for 6 single crochet stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now I need to close up the magic ring and continue with row number 2. Row number 2 is 6 increases. Increase is just 2 single crochet stitches in 1. So 1, 2, that's an increase, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the third increase, 7, 8 is the fourth, 9, 10 is the 5th increase, and 11, 12 is the 6th increase, and I have 12 stitches now all around. Now for the next row I need to go from 12 to 18. How I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna do an increase and a single crochet stitch 6 times around. So 1, 2 is an increase, 3 is a single crochet, 4, 5 is an increase, 6 is a single crochet, 7, 8 is an increase, 9 is a single crochet stitch, 10, 11 is an increase, 12 single crochet, 13, 14 an increase, 15 a single crochet stitch, 16, 17 an increase, and 18 a single crochet stitch. Now in the next row I need to go from 18 to 24. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna do a single crochet stitch, an increase, and another single crochet stitch, and I need to repeat that 6 times. So 1, 2, 3 is an increase, and 4 is a single crochet, 5 single crochet, 6, 7 an increase, and 8 a single crochet, 9 a single crochet, 10, 11 is an increase, 12 is a single crochet, 13 a single crochet, 14, 15 is an increase, and 16 is a single crochet, 17 single crochet, 18, 19 an increase, 20 a single crochet, 21 is a single crochet, 22 and 23 an increase, and 24 a single crochet stitch. Now I'm at the last row where I have to go from 24 to 30. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna do 3 single crochet stitches and an increase, and I need to repeat that 6 times. So 1, 2, 3 single crochet stitches, 4, 5 is an increase, 6, 7, 8 single crochet stitches, 9, 10 is an increase, 11, 12, 13 single crochet stitches, 14, 15 is an increase, 16, 17 and 18 single crochet stitches, 19, 20 is an increase. Again, an increase is just making 2 single crochet stitches in one. 21, 22 and 23 single crochet stitches, 24 and 25 are an increase, 26, 27 and 28 are single crochet stitches, 29 and 30 is an increase. Now you can finish it here, but I do like to have this kind of a small lip, let's call it, at the end. So what I'm gonna do is join with a slip stitch in the next one, do a chain of 2, again chain of 2, a double crochet stitch in the same stitch, and a half double crochet stitch in the same stitch. I'm gonna do another chain of 1 and cut yarn. And that's it. That is the middle part of the rose done. Now don't forget, you need 3 smaller, the smallest of the pieces for the inner part of the crochet rose. Now the next part is gonna be making the middle part or the middle size petals of the rose. Again, you need 3 of them. I already have here 2, so I'm gonna show you how to make my last one and your first one. Again, I'm gonna start with the magic ring, yarn twice around my thumb, grabbing the yarn and doing a chain 1. 6 single crochets in the magic ring, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, trying to focus, 5 and 6. And now I need to close up the magic ring. Now the pattern is actually almost the same as for the smaller one, just one more row. So you already know I have to go up to 30 stitches, and I'm gonna be doing an increases of 6 each round. So to go from 6 to 12 is in the second row I need to do 6 increases. An increase is just 2 single crochet stitches in 1 stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the last increase is 11, 12. To go from 12 to 18, an increase and a single crochet stitch 6 times around. So increase is 1, 2, 3 is a single crochet, 4, 5 is an increase, 6 is a single crochet, 7, 8 is an increase, 9 is a single crochet, 10, 11 is an increase, 12 is a single crochet, 13, 14 is an increase, 15 is a single crochet, 16, 17 is an increase, and 18 is a single crochet stitch. Now to go from 18 to 24, I need to do again 6 increases. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna do first a single crochet, an increase, and another single crochet 6 times. So 1, 2, 3 is an increase, 4 is a single crochet, 5 single crochet, 6, 7 is an increase, 8 is a single crochet, 9 is a single crochet, 10, 11 is an increase, 12 is a single crochet, just like 13 single crochet, 14, 15 is an increase, 16 single crochet, 17 single crochet, 18, 19 is an increase, 20 single crochet, 21 single crochet, 22, 23 is an increase, and 24 is a single crochet stitch. Now I need to go up to 30, 3 single crochet stitches and an increase all the way around, so that means 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an increase, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is an increase, 11, 12, 13 single crochet stitches, 14, 15 is an increase, 16, 17, 18 single crochet stitches, 19, 20 is an increase, 21, 22 and 23 single crochet stitches, 24, 25 is an increase, 26, 27 and 28 single crochet stitches and an increase for 29 and 30. Now everything is gonna go out from the smaller petals, just that the middle petal and the larger petal, the outer ones, will have another row or 2 rows added. Now this is the part where the stitches go a bit differently. So first you need to do 4 single crochet stitches. Let's do that first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you need to do 7 times a single crochet stitch, an increase and another single crochet stitch. So that goes 7 times. Single crochet, an increase and a single crochet. So that's the first one done. Single crochet stitch, an increase and a single crochet stitch. That's the second one. Single crochet, an increase, single crochet one, that's the third one, single crochet, that's now the fourth cluster, going on to the fifth. Don't forget the single crochet, an increase and another single crochet stitch. Now I'm on the sixth one, single crochet, an increase and another single crochet, and the last one, so that's the seventh one, a single crochet, an increase and a single crochet. Now on this side you need to do 5 single crochets. So that's just because the numbers add up like that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and that's it. That is the pattern for the middle part, for the second layer of the petals. Again, I'm gonna do the lip. First I'm gonna do a slip stitch, chain of 2. In the same stitch I'm gonna do a double crochet stitch and a half double crochet stitch, chain 1, and I can cut the yarn. Again, you need 3 of these. So I already had 2, I just made the last third one, and now let's go to the next one. So this is gonna be the most outer petals of the rose, and if you already guessed it, the base is gonna be of course the pattern for the middle one, because the middle one has the base of the smaller one. So on the middle one we're just gonna do another row, but first let's start with the center. So are you gonna get sick and tired of this? They are so quick to make, so I hope not, but as you saw, it is definitely worth it. So first row, 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And now going from 6 to 12. Now the first row is always a bit tricky because there's just not so much space you can put your crochet hook in, but it's doable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now the next row is going from 12 to 18. You wanna guess, or should I say it again? An increase and a single crochet 6 times. So that's 3, 4, 5 is an increase, 6 single crochet, 7, 8 is an increase, 9 is a single crochet, 10, 11 is an increase, 12 single crochet, 13, 14 is an increase, 15 is a single crochet, 16, 17 is an increase, and 18 is a single crochet stitch. Now to go from 18 to 24, you guessed it, a single crochet, an increase, and then another single crochet. So I'm just gonna try to kind of speed it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is an increase, 16, 17, 18, 19 is an increase, 20, 21, 22, 23 is an increase, and 24. You see how fast it can go once you remember the pattern? Now again, going from 24 to 30, 3 single crochet stitches and an increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an increase. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is an increase. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is an increase. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is an increase. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 is an increase. 26, 7, 8, 29 and 30 is an increase. Okay, so don't forget, this is the pattern for the smaller one. Now we need to repeat the rows for the middle petals. So 4 single crochets first. Let's do that. So 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 7 times a single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. So single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. So that's 1, that's 2. Don't forget single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. 2 done. Now I'm on the third one. fourth. So single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. Now I'm on the fifth one. Sixth, single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet, and the last one, single crochet, increase, and a single crochet. Now to finish off the row, 5 more single crochet stitches. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for the last row, I need to do 5 single crochets, then 2 times single crochet, increase single crochet, then 5 times half double crochet, an increase with a half double crochet, so that means just 2 double crochet stitches in one stitch, and another half double crochet, again 2 times single crochet, in single crochet stitch and increase, and then another single crochet and 5 single crochet stitches at the end. But don't worry, don't forget, up there in the top left corner you have your pattern written out. So now I can start with the last row. So first it calls for 5 single crochet stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 2 times a single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. So that's first, again a single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. Now 5 half double crochet, half double crochet increase, and a half double crochet stitch. Okay, so let's do the first one. So half double crochet, half double crochet increase. That means just make 2 half double crochet stitches in the same stitch. What is a half double crochet stitch? Yarn once around my crochet hook. I have now 3 loops on my hook, and I just pull through all 3 of them. Now there's a half double crochet increase, and the next half double crochet. Now I'm on the third one, the third increase, of course, with the half double crochet stitch. Now this is the fourth one, half double crochet, half double crochet increase, another half double crochet, and the fifth one, half double crochet, half double crochet increase, and another half double crochet. Now I'm back to single crochet stitches, so that means twice I need to do a single crochet, an increase, and a single crochet. So this is my first increase and a single crochet. I need to repeat that again, single crochet, an increase, I lost a stitch, an increase, and a single crochet. And now to finish the row, 5 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, I'm gonna join with a slip knot, with a slip stitch, pardon, do chain 2, a double crochet stitch, and a half double crochet stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn, pull the yarn through, and that is the outer petal of the rose done. As you can see, it has a nice curve, because once you're gonna be going around, it will make it a nice shape. Okay, so this is all the petals done. Now what you need as well, well, this is optional, but I am gonna be making as well some greens, some leaves. I already made two again. I pre-cooked a bit, so I need to make one more because I want it kind of in a shape with 3 leaves. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna take my green yarn now, just when I find it. And with the yarn you will also need some wire. Now this is 0.3 millimeter wire and it's around 30 centimeters long. So this time I'm not gonna start with a magic ring, I am gonna start with the slip knot. So yarn once around my thumb, I go in from the bottom, grab the working tail, and it's done. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I need to do 7 single crochet 7 chains. Yeah, I've been so much in single crochet stitches. First we need to do 7 chain stitches. So 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7. Now to go up into the next row you need to do one more, and in the second one from the hook you start with the single crochet, a half double crochet stitch in the next one, now double crochet stitch in the next one, now a triple or treble crochet stitch, so yarn twice around my crochet hook, and in the next one you need to do 2 of the triple or the treble crochet stitches. It depends on how you call it, where you're from, but just remember yarn was twice around my crochet hook. Now in the next stitch a double crochet stitch, in the next one a half double crochet stitch, and in the last stitch I need to do 3 single crochet stitches. Why 3? Because this is the turn. So 1 2 and 3. Now what to do next is repeat the same sequence on the back side. So single crochet, now it's time for a half double crochet stitch, now for a double crochet stitch. As you can see, I'm putting the starting tail on top of my work because that means once the row will be done the starting tail will be worked in. Now I need to do in the next stitch 2 triple or treble crochet stitches, so yarn twice around my crochet hook, and I need to do 2 of them, so that's 1 2. Now in the next one a double crochet stitch, in the next one a half double crochet stitch, and in the last one a single crochet stitch. Now here you can make either a chain 1 and join it with the first stitch, but I'm just gonna do a slip stitch joining it with the first. Now here comes the part where you have to add your wire. So on top of your work, on top of your row number 1, you just kind of have to lay the wire and then work it in. Now to start with, chain 1 and single crochet stitch. Now don't forget, here we're gonna be making only single crochet stitches. 1 2 3 4. First 4 of them and then an increase. So that's a 1 2 3 4. Now do 2 increases. That means just 2 single crochet stitches in one stitch. And I mixed it up. It's not 4, it's actually 3 single crochet stitches. I apologize, but I counted wrongly. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now you do 2 increases, so 2 single crochet stitches in 1, 2 single crochet stitches in 1. Now you do 3 single crochets. I'm trying to put the wire on top of my work, so that's 1, 2, 3. Now this is the turn stitch. I'm gonna do a single crochet, a small picot, and another single crochet in the same stitch. So for a small picot, I'm just gonna do a chain of 2 and then join it with the single crochet stitch. And another single crochet stitch in the turning stitch of the previous row. Now again, 3 single crochet stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3. 2 increase stitches, so 2 times 2 single crochet stitch in the same stitch. And another 3 single crochet stitches, and then almost done. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and joining it with a slip stitch into the first stitch. Okay, now don't cut the yarn like here, give it some tail, because I am gonna be wrapping around this wire. So I'm just gonna leave it about let's say 40-50 centimeters of a tail. And pull the yarn through. Now I am almost done with all the parts. I am gonna do just the rose cup on the bottom, so this is gonna be again in green yarn, and it's gonna be really simple. Again, we're gonna start with a magic ring and some single crochets in that, but this time it's not gonna be in, actually it is gonna be, it's gonna be in 6 increases. So magic ring, chain 1 just to kind of secure it, and then 6 single crochet stitches in the 1, 2, 3 in the magic ring, 4, 5, and 6. Close up the magic ring. Now the next row is gonna go from 6 to 12, so in each of the stitches you do an increase. One, 2 is an increase. 3, 4 is an increase. 5, 6 is an increase. 7, 8 is an increase. 9, 10 is an increase, and 11, 12 is an increase. Now from here to go up to 15, I'm not gonna actually go up to 15, I'm gonna go up to, no, I'm not gonna go up to 18, I'm gonna go up to 15. So that means going from 12 to 15 is you have to do things 3 times, and it's gonna be 3 single crochets and an increase 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an increase. 6, 7, 8 single crochet stitches, 9, 10 is an increase. 11, 12, 13 single crochet stitches, and 14, 15 is an increase. Now we need to make the how to call them, well, the spikes on the bottom. So you have 2 options here. You can join with a slip stitch to the round and then work from there, or you can just in the first row do 1 chain less, and then this part will count as 1 chain. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, I'm gonna do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, because this one counts as the 4th one. And then in the second chain from the hook, I'm gonna do a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet stitch. Now you need to skip 2, and in the 3rd one join with the slip stitch. Now if you joined with the slip stitch if you skipped this one and you join with the slip stitch, so you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chains, and then in the second chain from the hook you start with a single crochet, a half double crochet stitch, and in the 3rd one a double crochet stitch. Again skip 2, and in the 3rd one you join it with the slip stitch. You kind of get the idea of what needs to be done now. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the second from the hook you do a single crochet, in the next stitch you do a half double crochet stitch, and in the next one you do a double crochet stitch, skip 2 stitches, so that's 1, 2, and in the 3rd one join with the slip stitch. You kind of get a star, but once it's gonna be mounted on the crocheted rose, it's gonna look like, you know, the cup on the bottom to hide things in. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet stitches. In the second stitch you go with a single crochet, then in the next one a half double crochet stitch, and in the next one a double crochet stitch. Now, as I said, this part is optional. You can just wrap the bottom of your rose with yarn. I mean, you're gonna have to wrap it anyways, but with this you kind of just hide all the loose ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm at the last one, single crochet, half double crochet stitch, and a double crochet stitch. Now I'm not gonna join it, I'm gonna just leave just a tiny bit of a tail, cut the yarn, pull the yarn through. Because I want it to join nicely, I'm gonna skip 1, 2, and in the 3rd one I'm gonna put the yarn through. Now what I have to do is I'm gonna just do this right now so I won't have to worry afterwards. I'm grabbing a needle and I am just gonna secure it. You see? Now you don't see where it actually starts and where it ends. Just sew a tiny bit in, because don't forget there is gonna be some glue inside as well, so it's gonna be secured. Okay, so we have now all the parts. Let me get, so yeah, all the parts. I won't need the crochet hook anymore. What I will need is my scissors and some thread. Perhaps you already remember from the tulip how it went, but first I am thinking of putting the leaves together. So let's start, oops, yeah, let's start with the leaves. Of course, cut all the ends, the starting tails that you don't need. So that was the first one, the second one, and the third one. Now for the leaves, you don't, okay, now for the leaves you don't twist the wire all the way down, you just kind of twist it once or twice and then leave it. So, and once that's done, you wrap around your end tail. You wrap it around about a good 1.5 centimeters to 2 centimeters. Push the wrapped wire a bit back. And here come my little helpers, because they're gonna hold the position of the wrapped leaf. Now the second one, again I'm just gonna twist like once or twice, so that's once, twice, and straighten the wire. And with this leaf again I need to wrap around. And it should be wrapped around the same amount as the previous one. Okay, now that's the second one with the helper secured. Now the third one, as you can see, this one has a bit longer tail. That is, if you're wondering why, because we're gonna, with this end, secure the 2 leaves to the main leaf. Okay, again I'm not gonna twist much, I'm gonna twist like 2 times, so that's 1, 2. Straighten the wires. and start with wrapping around. I don't like it because it's too bulky, so let's start again. Again, about a centimeter, centimeter and a half, but not more than 2 centimeters. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring my other 2 leaves to the table, and I'm just gonna place them next. And what you have to pay attention is you have to really secure it. Because you don't want the leaf to untangle. Okay, so now that I have all 3 wires put together, I'm just straightening everything, because here comes now the a bit more difficult part, is to wrap all 3 of them with your working yarn. So you just wrap around. And this is gonna be the leaf for the rose. Now I am gonna wrap around all the way until the end. And then when the rose will be, well, when the bloom of the rose will be done, then I'm gonna attach this leaf. Make sure you wrap it tightly around. And that's it. So I am gonna put a clipper at the end here, and this is gonna wait for me until I finish with the rose bloom. Okay, so now comes the fun part, where I'm gonna again play with my hot glue. So you're gonna need it as well. Just fire it up so it's gonna be nice and warm and runny when you will need it. And I am gonna be using the same buds as I did with my tulip tutorial and wire. Now this is kind of a, I bought it as a flower wire, so it's for flowers. I will need my pliers, because at the end, first I'm gonna make a hook. I'm really not good at this. And then I'm gonna put the buds inside, put them in half and secure them. So that means trying to not hurt myself and kind of close this gap together. And done. Okay, that was kind of... no, it wasn't. I thought I was done. Okay. So this is how the inside of the rose looks like. And I'm gonna be working from here on. So first I will need the 3 smaller loops, petals. I am just checking if my hot glue is done yet. Just a tiny bit more. But I can already prepare my petals because I still need to cut the starting tails off. Okay, now the first one you take and you place and you just wrap it around. I'm gonna be using some hot glue. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of drop here. And close it up. Now all this will be hidden inside, so don't worry about if there's a spill of glue. Okay, so now I'm also gonna take my thread and just go over the nice lip that we made for the flower. Okay, so now the next 2 of the smaller inner ones, that's why I was doing them in different color, you put around the first petal. So again, a tiny bit of glue. You put it around. And I'm gonna secure the bottom part with some of my thread. Now for the last inner part, you wrap it around the second petal. So you hug it from the outside. Now I'm securing it again a bit with the thread. And then I'm gonna be using some hot glue. Okay. Now for the hot glue, I'm gonna do a drop on the left side and a drop on the right side. I really don't like this hot glue because all my fingers are then burnt. So yeah, caution is, you need to be cautious when working with this. And a drop of glue on this side. Okay, and this is now the inner of the rose done. What I'm actually gonna do, I'm just gonna move the camera a bit up so you're gonna be able to see it a bit more. Okay, I think you now have a much better view. Again, I just need to put some thread around just to nicely secure it. Now the next part is gonna be the 3 middle parts. Again, I need to... You probably should have cut all these ends even before you start. So this was my mistake. Okay, now the next three are just gonna go nicely around. First I'm gonna put them around and then I'm gonna reposition them before I glue them. So first I'm just gonna be using my thread to kind of lightly secure them in place. Now because I have three, it should be on three sides, equally distributed. So this is the second one and the third one. Now what you have to pay attention here is on one side it's going under the previous petal and on the other side it's going over the next petal. So just have in mind that this is how to do it, and just secure it, not much because I am gonna be using the hot glue for the big picture. Okay, and now let's start with the securing it. As you can see, under, over, can you see it? I hope you can see it. So this one goes over, under, over, under, over, under. All I have to do now is use the hot glue and always secure first the parts where you go under. So this is the under part. Now of the next petal, this is the under part. Now of the last one, this is the under part. Okay, and now all you have to glue is glue the over parts. So you just lay it over. Now the next one. You lay it over. And the last one. You lay it over. Now this is, I bent it, but okay. So this is the second tier of the flower done. Now what to do with the last one? Well, you guessed it, to attach it the same way as I did this one. So here you actually have the option of either using all 4 or 5 of these outer petals, or you can also use just 4. I would definitely go more than just 3. Okay, so yeah, I need to cut the starting tail of all of them. And now trying to position them around the middle part. So again, the handy lip, I place it on the part of the rose where all the lips are, and I secure the first one. And you have to go all the way around this. Now have in mind doing it the same way, under, over. So I'm already placing the next petal under the previous one, just a tiny bit, just so you can imagine it. Now the next petal again, I'm putting it under and securing it with a thread. Again, turning a bit. Now the next one, putting it under. And the last one, again putting it under this one and above the next one. Now I have to just secure it a tiny bit, because then it's gonna be time to use the hot glue. I know it looks a mess, but it's fine. Okay, so again, over, under, over, under, over, under. And I'm gonna be again securing the under parts first. So under part, this is the over part, this is the under part. This is the over part, now the under part. The next under part. And the last under part. Now this is much easier done if your camera is not in your way, but all I have to do now is secure the outer parts. So you just start with one, and secure it with the next one, and secure it, and the next one, and secure it, and the next one, and secure it, and this is the last outer part of the petal, and secure it. And this is now the rose bloom done. but we're not finished yet. Oh my. We're not finished yet. We still need to attach this part to the bottom, and of course we need to attach the leaf and secure it nicely in place. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the yarn because I don't need this anymore, and I am gonna cut all the starting tails. But first I'm gonna just put a drop, just a tiny drop of hot glue on the base of the rose, and I'm gonna wait for a bit to dry. So a drop here and a drop here, just so that the end tails don't go anywhere. Okay, so the rose, this is the bottom part. What you will need to do is, I didn't cut the starting tail because it goes for a magic ring, and I need to put this on the wire. So I'm just made a tiny bit larger hole. And also what I need to do is I need to put through the yarn that I'm gonna be wrapping around the crochet stem of the rose. So now I just poke through the hole, and I'm gonna secure it with the hot glue. I'm gonna cut these yarns, just tiny drops, not much, just tiny drops for the beginning, and then pull it up and secure it. Once it's nicely in place, you can secure the rest of these green little triangles. So just a tiny bit and secure it. Ouch! Okay, that hurt. But yeah, be very cautious when you're using the hot glue, because it's hot. It's really hot. Okay, and that's it. That's it with the hot glue. So I'm just gonna unplug it because I have a bit of glue on my hands and I don't want to hurt myself anymore. So that goes away. Oh, thank you. Okay, so all I have to do now is wrap the stem around and at some point attach the leaf. So I want to attach the leaf at around 10 centimeters from the start of the bloom. So I'm just gonna start with wrapping around or twisting, whatever is more comfortable for you. And I have all my fingers in glue, but it's fine because I think the rose was definitely worth, even though I hurt myself a tiny bit here on the thumb. But yeah, just be really cautious when you're using the hot glue. It's apparently not for everyone. It's not my favorite tool, to be honest, but it gets the job done. And again, if you're not gonna have a camera in your face, and you're gonna be able to work with it much nicer. Okay, so I think that's the right amount for me to attach the leaf, so I'm positioning it this way, and I'm making it parallel to the stem of the rose. And now I just need to secure it with really tight wraps. Now still securing it with the wraps. So yeah, just wrapping around the stem. Now this may take a while, as you already saw in my video tutorial for the tulip. And I have glue still on all of my fingers and my nails. Oh well. So yeah, just wrapping it around. Am I halfway there? Not yet. I will soon be halfway there. The rose, how do you like it? I love it. I love it. It is a bit more work than, you know, those roses where you just make a string. I mean, I already done those kind of roses. If you remember, I have a video tutorial on how to make a rose bookmark, and to be honest, for those things, that pattern is amazing. I am trying something else. I'm not gonna say it too much, but I have some other patterns in the testing to make more beautiful flowers for a bouquet. But for now, you already have the daffodil, the tulip, and now the rose pattern. Will there be more? Yes, there will probably be more. If I'm ever gonna finish this part of twisting and wrapping and doing things. Oh, I'm almost at the end. I see a light there. Yeah, well, it's almost an eternity later soon. I'm gonna cut the yarn because here at the end I am gonna be using some normal glue just to hide the end of this stem. So almost till the end and then back. And I'm gonna put just a drop of normal glue on top here. And leave it to dry. And when it dries, I'm gonna show you how the rose looks. So this is now the finished rose. I know it's a bit longer of a tutorial, but I did show you how to make all the petals, how to make the leaves, and how to assemble this rose. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more video tutorials on how to do any flowers or anything else, just let me know down in the comment below. And until the next time, I'm gonna say happy crafting!